On the Upper East Side, the possibilities are endless. Dom or Krug, Winston or Cartier, Tori or Stella. Eventually, even the people with everything have to choose. Oh, hey!
Hi!
Welcome back to another episode of Three Gossip Girls, a Gossip Girl podcast. I'm Liz.
I'm Michelle. Happy birthday, Liz.
Oh, thank you. Today is my 32nd year of living. Wow.
You
But
You youngin'.
yeah, so thank you to everyone who wished me a happy birthday. When you're hearing this, I'll be 1 week older.
And it'll be Liam's 15th birthday.
And Liam will be 15. Wow, we are not getting young.
No.
And neither are the cats.
No.
But this week we watched episode 9 of season 4, The Witches of Bushwick. Last week I could not get that together. I could not say it.
No.
The Bushes of Witch. Which I think is a better title.
Ooh, The Bushes of Witch.
The Bushes of Witch. Sorry for being so vulgar. Original air date, November 15th, 2010. Written by Sarah Goodman, directed by Ron Fortunato. So we're in November.
Okay.
Chuck hosts a Saints and Sinners masquerade party at the Empire Hotel. See, now I'm confused. The summary says of the Empire. That doesn't make sense.
That was definitely not the Empire.
No, it was that club, which is now closed down, as we know from Office Ladies.
I mean, unless they
Decorated it church-like?
But when they pulled up, I mean,
It was
that
a church.
Church.
It was a church, yeah. Anyway, at the party, Dan and Nate don't know what to make of Serena's strange behavior and mixed messages. Blair sets her sights on becoming the new face of Anne Archibald's Foundation for Girls, but Anne is concerned that Blair's friendship with Chuck may be a problem.
Why is Anne here? Why all of a sudden?
All of a sudden, and then we did reference her with the Howie stuff.
No, we did. I know.
Yeah, and we will reference her again next week too. I guess maybe we're building up to bringing some Archibalds back in this situation. But has this charity called Girls Inc. and this is how we get her involved. Blair wants to become the new face of that. She wants Blair to become the new face of that. And so we bring back Anne. I'm like, hey, whatever, cool.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm glad we actually are bringing someone back.
Right? Like, it's good to keep the appearance of the same character, same actor. So it's good. I appreciate that. My Glassful of Gossip tonight is titled Saints and Sinners.
Cute.
I wanted to go with something that was contrasting, so I picked up another soda from Uncle Giuseppe's. Not sponsored by Uncle Giuseppe's, but the brand is Galvanina, organic fruit, Italian sparkling fruit beverage, tangerine and prickly pear. I felt like tangerine for the saints, prickly pear for the sinners. And that's all. I was going to add seltzer, but it filled up our whole glass. I didn't even need to cut it. And it wasn't that sweet, right?
I would
She's
have
blown
guessed
away.
This was fruit punch flavored. To me, this tasted when
you said a lollipop.
When you go to the doctors and you get a lollipop for being a good patient and they give you the red. Or when you get fruit punch
Like
at the
fruit punch.
pizzeria and it's fruit punch.
It has a fruit punch quality to it.
Would have never guessed those two flavors. But it's
Did
delicious.
you like it? Okay, good.
I did.
All right. Let's remember our 3 gossip words. I love listening to Michelle's predictions every Wednesday morning. If you guys are not following us on Instagram, I don't know why you're not.
Come on,
it's
come
so
join us.
fun over there. And you get to hear Michelle's marinated predictions. So she does her light predictions in the episode. And then during the week, she thinks, records her little predicts, and then releases them before you guys can actually hear the episode. And then when she's done, you can go in and click the episode is live.
Right.
That's it.
And I know we got some questions if I'm recording
I know, it's a little confusing.
If I watch this episode and then I go and re-record them, no. This is just marinated. I've thought about it. I don't know what's going to happen.
No. So it could be a little confusing, but
Yeah.
hope you understand what we were trying to do with that. So we gave the 3 gossip words: decision, reputation, masks. Now, makes sense. The masks for the masquerade, reputation for Chuck and Blair,
Yeah.
also for Serena,
Yes.
and decision is like, oh my God, with the triangle bullshit of Nate, Serena, and Dan. I can't express enough how much I despise this storyline.
I believe you had a couple of words while we were watching.
Yeah. I kept my temper pretty even tonight,
Mine
I think.
too.
Yeah. We were both trying to absorb the episode again, but yeah.
I think the main problem is we can't understand Chuck. We cannot. I mean, the pivotal scene that Liz will bring up soon.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
I'm like, are they speaking French? And
she missed this whole supposedly epic moment of Chuck and Blair, and Michelle is like, are they speaking French to each other? I'm like, no, you just can't understand what they're saying. They're talking so low.
They're
and
vampires.
Especially Ed Westwick, who talks low enough as it is. And then it's just it's unbelievable. Let's start with Serena. So Eric and Jonathan. No, that's not Jonathan.
Elliot.
But
I was like, yeah, it's Jonathan.
No, it's not Jonathan.
No, I know.
Jonathan is no more. This is Elliot. They're making a Venn diagram for Nate versus Dan, which I'm talking to Michelle. I'm like, how is this a comparison? When you do a Venn diagram, you compare, but then in the middle is what they're similar. What overlaps.
Was it a Venn?
It was Serena in the middle.
But was it a Venn diagram, like one for Nate and one for Dan, and all their attributes, and Serena was in the middle?
Yes, that's how I took it. And in my trivia, I do have an outline of what the Venn diagram says. So
Beautiful.
That should be fun to read. But Serena comes in. She's like, you guys are subjecting my major monumental decision of Nate versus Dan to a Venn diagram. It's like, well, Serena, you need some sort of diagram for this, because obviously you don't know what you're doing. And she mentions, hey, I did choose. Obviously, she chose Dan, but then Nate said some things that, quote, she couldn't ignore. Yes, she could.
The sentence I held on to was, I called Padge, and she did say this.
She did.
Right after I broke up with Colin.
Hey, at least she's admitting it.
And you know what? Nate got in her head, and I'm glad that she said, I left them both and went home.
Yes. She just froze and left and hasn't spoken to either of them since. And so now Elliot and Eric are, joking around with this Venn diagram, but she said she chose Dan, but now she doesn't know what to do because Nate got in her head.
So she didn't really choose.
She didn't really choose.
She did. She chose what she thought she chose.
She chose Dan, but then Nate got in her head. So it's like, well, then did you really choose? You didn't. You're still conflicted. You're so fucking conflicted. Oh my God. Okay. So I feel like, yeah, if she was going to choose Dan, she should have already told him by now.
I also think Serena should just choose Serena.
Well, of
and
course.
You're just afraid to be alone.
Of course. I would love for Serena to choose Serena. But she has failed on every attempt to do that. So Lily comes downstairs and she's upset because an article about Serena and Colin has been posted, and it says right, point blank, Serena is the reason why Colin left Columbia, and all the kids in the business, psychology of business, they all are missing out on this professor. And Serena's like, but that's not true. And I'm like, but it is, sweetie. I know you didn't sleep with him. I know. And that's what you're harping on. You know you didn't sleep with him, and you're mad that alludes to the fact that you did. But he did leave Columbia for you.
Yes.
But she didn't ask him to do that.
She did not. That was his decision.
It was his decision. So she says you need to get them to apologize and retract their statement because it's false. And Lily's like, okay, well, I'll see what I can do. Also, this has got everyone at Columbia upset, and the dean wants us to meet with her. So they end up going to the dean's office, and Lily is like trying to brush it off. Oh, let me pay you. We're fine. Let's build a moat so the paparazzi can't get in.
Perfect example of money and power here.
Oh, yeah. And the dean's like, okay, this is a lot more serious than you're taking it. And I have a lot of upset parents and teachers that want this to go away. And I feel like I need to have her just expelled from Columbia.
Also offered to refund. No college is
never.
refunding.
Hell no.
Especially this amount.
Right. And Lily's like, I don't think you understand. Serena was accepted into lots of schools.
She chose Columbia.
And the dean's like, I don't give a shit. We want her gone, and hopefully you make up the decision yourself to do it. And so the Vanderwoodsons don't really get their way in the situation, but they have some time to think about it, I guess, is where the dean was leaving off with that.
But also in this moment, I think it was good. Serena's like, okay, my mom is fighting for me on my behalf.
And she kind of just sits there and like a little embarrassed, but I'm also like, okay, Mom, I see you. Like
you're Queen Lily. Yeah.
And so yelling at the dean saying like, you're going to exploit my daughter, and let's see if it goes your way in the papers.
There could be a scandal here too.
Hell yeah. So the two of them return home and they find Jenny is there for like the moment. She's there for 1 minute. Poor Rufus is like, well, it was good to see you.
Oh, Rufus.
It's awful.
Yeah.
So Serena leaves the room. She has no interest in even saying hello to Jenny. And, sorry. So Jenny heads over to Lily and she says, I need to tell you something. And now we think this is going to be like the tell-all. Jenny does the right thing. And she tells Lily that Juliet Sharp contacted her and wants to take down Serena for good. And so Lily's like, oh, I'm glad you told me that. And they go upstairs and Jenny immediately calls, I guess, Juliet to say like, oh, the plan's in motion. So this is going her way. So then the badass Jenny that she is, she takes Serena's SIM card out of her phone and she replaces it with a new one so that the triangle of them can see her texts coming in and respond, but Serena doesn't see that they can respond. And actually, well, not that, and she can't even see any of her text messages. Like, it's a little techie for me.
She can make text go out, but she can't see the responses.
So she thinks that nothing is wrong.
Right.
But the girls can see everything that's coming in on her phone. So Lily decides she's going to have a talk with Juliet to straighten some things out. And she has her over for tea. And she's like, I'm on to you. I know what you're trying to do. And Juliet is savage, telling Lily that she knows Colin wasn't the only teacher that Serena has had an affair with. And that one affair, Serena was a minor. And so Lily tells Juliet that she'll pay her off if she keeps quiet about this and leaves Serena alone. So now, are we thinking this has to do with Ben?
Well, yeah. I mean, wouldn't you?
I mean, I would. I assume. I don't know. And I assume that it has to do with Ben. But then I'm like, well, why would Juliet be so open about talking about Ben that people would know she's involved?
Well,
or maybe she doesn't care at this point.
Yeah, I think part of her is done with her brother.
That's true.
Like a light project here is she's done with her brother, doesn't want to deal with him anymore. She's just so mad that she's now out of Columbia.
Right.
She doesn't have funding. And Serena, now I'm really fired up. I have a team with me, Vanessa and Jenny.
Right. Like she's almost invincible at this point. So she doesn't care. So maybe it is Ben or was Ben. And
we came up with we were thinking that maybe Ben was wrongfully.
Right. Because Lily has a habit of covering up for Serena at all costs.
Right.
And so later on when we discuss it, Lily does make it clear that she knows about this professor or this teacher in boarding school. And she made it go away like she did Pete Fairman. So then it leads me to believe that she covered it up, which could very well have left Ben in a tricky situation of blaming him on something he didn't do.
And Serena was 15, they were saying?
She was a minor, so anything under 17, right?
Right.
Or 18?
So that's a bigger issue.
Right.
Like, so real big here. 15.
Right. So, and maybe it's possible that she didn't even do it, or they never even slept together or whatever it was, or had any inappropriate connection.
Right.
And Lily pegged it on that for some reason.
Right.
Hey, I am just, speculating here.
Sure. Both.
It sounds like it could happen, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like something like Cece would do. Like she paid off Lily's boyfriend in the Valley Girls episode or whatever it was. Like
what a great episode.
Such a good episode.
Good callback. So good.
Yeah. Actually, in the Discord, when I posted those episodes that nobody, of course, in the Discord could look at because we have so many patrons that are not caught up on all of the shows we podcast about. and I didn't want to spoil it. So I was like, spoilers ahead. And one of them was like, this was a weird episode and it was Valley Girls. And I'm like, no.
That's my favorite
We
episode.
loved that episode. Yeah. So Juliet ends up meeting Serena at the dress shop after and tells her, like, Lily paid me. I know stuff about you. And Serena doesn't question it. She doesn't want to like stir it up. She doesn't want Juliet to see her sweat. And so Serena heads to her mom and she's upset that she paid her off. And obviously you don't believe me or you don't trust me and you don't believe that I didn't sleep with Colin. And Lily's like, what do you expect from me? This is awful.
Also,
She's like, you give me so many reasons not to believe you. You always fuck up.
But this is also a very frustrating scene as someone, a viewer, because, you know, they go back and forth. They're skating around the issue that there is an actual other thing that Lily is covering for.
Yes.
But won't actually say that to Serena, like, oh,
right. She could have just said she knows about boarding school and I protected you. Do you really want that to come out again?
Right. Why couldn't...
Yeah.
Dramatic, right? Dramatic.
Yeah. Which then led me to believe at that moment that Lily didn't know about the boarding school situation and that she thinks Juliet's just lying about it or she's trying to cover it up and not bring it to Serena's attention. Either way, Lily's trying to help her daughter out in the way she knows how, which is to pay someone to do something or to keep quiet. And so Serena is upset that she paid Juliet because now it looks like she's guilty of it and blames her mom for like pretty much her poor decisions and she leaves. So then Lily has a talk with Rufus later on, which we just talked about, how Serena was involved with a teacher in boarding school. And it seems as though she made it go away. It was after the Shepherd wedding, which her and Nate hooked up on, which is the reason why she left sort of in the first place, you know, because she's like, oh shit, I slept with my friend's boyfriend. That's when Serena left, but also she killed the man, remember?
Right.
All of that stuff that happened. And so then poor Rufus, I said, who has 2 lines in an episode, and he's always there for like that moral support advice, saying like, well, maybe you should trust Serena this time. And maybe she's telling the truth about Colin. That's pretty much the scene there. Later on, our triangle, the 3 girls are almost done pegging everyone except for Blair against Serena. So Blair is last. And so they're going to submit a fake resume to Girls Inc. and Charity. So that it looks like Serena went out for this position as well, even though through text, Serena kept telling her, I don't want this position. I don't want it. But of course, the girls know that and they use it to their advantage. And so they also see Nate and Dan on Gossip Girl waiting for Serena to make her decision and choose. And so they don't want her to make a decision. So to prevent it, they're going to choose for her. And they get this plan in motion for Chuck's party later on. So Jenny and Juliet arrive at Chuck's party dressed exactly the same as Serena. Mask and all. I don't know how they got all of this together in like 5 minutes, but...
And Jenny, I guess, funded this dress.
I guess so.
Juliet has
no money. She says, girls, get out your credit card. So maybe Vanessa paid for one. I don't know. I mean, this is like this is a very dress, you know?
Expensive, elaborate plan.
Right. And like Jenny and Juliet's hair is not that blonde, so you would think they're probably wearing wigs.
They are definitely wearing wigs.
Yeah. So it's like, that's more money too. And then the masks on top of it. Yeah. Well, this is to make everyone believe that at any given moment, Serena van der Woodsen could be any of them and gives them many chances to screw up things for Serena. So Serena goes to try and check in at the door. And at first, the doorman won't let her in because, I mean, there's like 2 Serena van der Woodsens already in the party. And during this time of when Serena can't get into the party, Juliet makes it her mission. She goes up to Nate, kisses him, goes up to Dan, kisses him, leading them both to believe that Serena has kissed them. It's really messed up.
It's really messed up.
Yeah. And so each one of them thinks that Serena has chosen them. And then later on, the boys are pissed because they see on Gossip Girl that Serena has kissed both of them, which we will get to. Also, they need to get Anne to this party because they need to get Blair to hear that Serena's out for this position as well. It's like so many moving parts to this plan. And so their last step was to get Anne there, which they do succeed. We'll talk about that in a moment. But then we have a last couple of scenes with them. Juliet is drugging Serena's mask. She's putting some sort of
like
roofie.
chloroform or whatever. Yeah.
And Serena puts her mask back on, and Juliet puts her in a car, and we don't know where they're going as of yet. But then Jenny and Vanessa, they don't know about this part of the plan, and they're wondering where Juliet is, and she's not answering. And you see Juliet take out Serena's phone as she's passed out, and she messages the dean an email that she's resigning from Columbia. Take this as my official statement. So then Lily gets a call from the dean, who tells her that she's withdrew from Columbia. And Lily says, well, she's 18. I guess she can make that decision. She's 19. And her and Eric are very upset by this because they feel like she's off the rails and they can't pull her back in. And then our last scene of the episode is Serena sleeping, I guess, in Juliet's bed.
Right.
And that's the tea. I guess it's Juliet's bed. It looked like Juliet's apartment.
I think it's Juliet's apartment.
I mean, where else would she bring her?
Yeah.
Scary shit.
Very.
It's not okay.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
We briefly discussed Pate. So I have to sum up the rest of what's going on with that.
Because I have a lot to say about this teen movie plot line that was happening with these two.
Yeah. So as we said, we left off last episode with Serena not choosing anyone. She runs upstairs. The two boys haven't spoken since, and it seems that they are not on good terms. So Vanessa gets them together to patch things up, which we learn is part of their plan.
Which I thought that Vanessa would have moved out by now.
Yeah, she's still living with Dan.
But I guess now it's like living with the enemy. Like I can use this to my advantage.
Right. And like when they go and they have their talks, it's at Juliet's apartment, which is like, how is she paying for that?
And if you're going to take down Serena, you might as well you're going to take down Padge. And Jenny, if you're a part of this, you're just taking down your brother as well.
Right. I know. It's really messed up. So the boys end up apologizing to each other. They're playing some basketball in the loft. And Nate says that, I thought I was over Serena, but then the Juliet situation made me second guess it. Why?
So you realize that you actually didn't have true feelings for Juliet and you just had feelings for Serena, as always. Because they've been, you will always have feelings for Serena.
Is Juliet a distraction? She was just like there, and it was a distraction from what was happening with Serena and her not, her coming home from Paris. And so the boys decide that they're going to go for it again, like verse each other. And whoever Serena decides she wants to go out with, the other won't be mad. Like, that was it. It's going to be a clean break. They're going to be okay. Sure.
Very bro.
Right? So the two discuss their plans, which I feel like shouldn't be. You shouldn't be telling the enemy, like, what you're doing so that they can, like, one-up you or just know your plans.
But also they're being so friendly about it. Like, okay, no one's playing games. This will be your time. This will be my time. We'll see who Serena chooses.
I know. I think it's so funny. It's actually kind of sweet that they're just very open and honest with each other.
Refreshing, maybe?
Yes, it's very refreshing, especially for this show where they're actually telling each other the truth about what they're planning on doing.
Right.
And like, hey, let the best man win. That's all right.
Here
it's
we
cool.
go.
We're fine. And so, as we know, the girls have Serena's SIM card. So when the boys text Serena and they wait to see who she answers, of course, she answers both of them. And so they're both super excited to get on the date with her. And so they're waiting and waiting and waiting, texting, calling, where's Serena? Dan calls Vanessa, Serena at the loft. I'm looking for her. And obviously their plan is working. And so they both end up showing up at Serena's, which Serena's like, what are you guys doing here? This is not a good time. I'm not having a good day. And they're like, you need to choose before midnight tonight.
What?
We're sick of this. You need to choose. And she's like, well, I mean, another thing on my plate.
I know. But also, I wish they would have said, how come you answered me and then stood me up? And she's like, what are you talking about? I never got a text. Look. But
right.
I guess this wouldn't be entertaining. Right.
It would have been good because at least maybe like the three of them could verse the three of the others. That would have been good. That would have been really good. They didn't do that. So at the party, we mentioned that Juliet kisses both guys, posing as Serena to confuse them even more. And then the Gossip Girl blast happens, and both guys see that Serena has kissed their friend, and they go to confront Serena, and they list like all these reasons why she like led them on, and then some of them are true, and then some of them are sort of manipulated by other people. Of course, none of them know that, but this is their last straw. Like, they're done. Dan says, I'm done. Nate says, I'm following. We're good. We're done. And in their last scene, the boys decide they're going to go play video games, and they're not going to talk about Serena anymore. That's it.
Yeah, this won't last.
Okay. Your light predict.
Yeah, because Serena will end up contacting one of them and be like, I'm so sorry. Look at all this shit that happened to me. No one will believe me. And then one of them, Paj, will be like, I believe you. Nate will be like, I believe you. And they're going to be right back to where they started.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Lastly, we have to discuss the ever dramatic, always ridiculous chair. So Blair and Chuck are tiptoeing around feelings. They're still hooking up, but they don't know really what it means. They're hooking up on a more like romantic, what seems more romantic aspect, but they
don't want to admit it.
They don't want to admit it because neither of them want to get hurt. And so he's trying to get the empire back up and running, and she wants to meet with Anne, as we said earlier, to be the new face of her foundation. And so it's like they're working on themselves, building their own individual empires, which I'm like, yes, let's do this. And then they have this scene where like pretty much I got the gist of it is they want to go out to dinner. A scene where it was like,
and we're gonna split spinach.
I heard they have a good spinach. That like I was like, what are you saying?
Side of spinach. What?
Something to ease your cravings. I don't know what the fuck they said.
Next week, let's watch with
subtitles,
because
oh my god,
just for him, I know I'm missing a lot. I think.
Yeah, because I mean Blair was like whispering too.
That's what they do. They whisper.
But I had no clue, and plus they both talk fast too, because that's like the language, the lingo of them especially. And so what I got of the gist was she's hungry, he was hungry, he wants to meet up for dinner later on as friends, and he leaves and he calls the owner of the restaurant, like, you need to get me in. So obviously he didn't have this reservation in which he said he did. So you're thinking, okay, Chuck, he wants to make things work with Blair. So then Blair meets with Anne, and she says that she wants to replace herself with Blair as the head of the foundation. And Anne states, though, your relationship with Chuck is not a good look for you for this foundation. You need to cease and desist. Okay. Yeah. And during that time, Casey, who we haven't seen in a hot minute,
I was like, wait, what?
I had to remind everyone in the chat who she actually was. So she was the PR agent that helped Tyra Banks and Hilary Duff's character, and Serena worked for her. And so I guess she's helping out Chuck in this episode, and she helps him plan his gimlet party, and he wants to do a black and white theme. But she's like, nah, that's passe. We don't do black and white. So been there, done that. And they want him to go back to being this hedonist that everyone loves to hate. Like, Chuck needs to get his bad boy reputation back. And so at the same time, Chuck and Blair are talking to their prospective people, and they're like, oh, we don't care about each other. Trust us. It's not gonna, we're not gonna go forward. We're not in each other's lives. Which obviously we know is false. Chuck and Blair speak on the phone, and they're trying to break off this dinner plan because now they don't want to ruin their reputations. And so Blair makes up an excuse. She heard that there was too many crowds. It was noisy there. And Chuck says he's heard the same thing. And Blair gets mad that he made up a lie, even though it was her lie. And the two just decide that it's not good for them to be seen, but they're going to meet in private.
Right. And which is hysterical in this scene and how they're meant for each other, both in robes getting pedicures.
I mean, they're so meant to be.
They are meant to be.
So then Serena overhears Blair's conversation with Chuck on the phone, and they briefly discuss their love lives and give each other pretty basic, everyday, generic advice, which I feel like sometimes in this show, especially with Serena and Blair, I feel like there are so many unnecessary scenes of dialogue between characters that don't need to be there. We could have just had like 2 more Juliet scenes.
Yes.
Agreed. Like they're giving each other advice. It's the same advice we hear over and over and over again.
Right. Don't get hurt.
Don't get hurt. Chuck means more to you. Don't get hurt. What are you doing, Serena? It's the same shit.
It's the same. Yeah.
Yeah. And in secret, as I said, Chuck and Blair do meet up, and they're getting ready to have sex and talk about this masquerade, which is now going to be the theme of the party. And while they start to make out, this is the scene that Michelle literally had no idea what was happening, and she didn't hear, and she thought they were speaking French. And so even I, who have seen it now 3 times, don't really know what they're saying, but they're listing off things they love. Blair says something about like a black dress at the masquerade. Some designer, I don't even know, I didn't even catch it. Designer's dress. And she's like, I love that designer. And he's like, I love this X, Y, and Z. And she's like, I love this. And he goes, I love you. But then completely freezes because he realizes what he said. She freezes and then brushes it over like she didn't hear him.
So this is a huge scene.
Yeah, huge scene.
I mean, big. He finally said it.
He says it, and it seems genuine, and he freaks himself out. She freaks out. They ignore it. They go on to have sex and pretend like it didn't happen. So later on, Chuck calls Nate, and as they're talking, he's wondering, if you say I love you during sex, is that worrisome because I did it? And Nate's like, oh no, everyone knows when a guy says I love you during sex, it means I love having sex with you.
Duh, bro.
Come on, Nate. Yeah, and Chuck's like, okay. All right, I feel a little bit better about what I said. And then Blair has a quick scene with Dorota, which I loved, and she's telling Dorota what happened, and Chuck said, I love you, and Dorota's like, what? You didn't say I love it back? And I was like, yes, Blair. She's like, I didn't say it back because I didn't know if he meant it, and I don't want to be powerless against with him anymore. And I was like, yes, Blair.
Yes, Blair.
Finally.
Yes. Hold on to that.
She doesn't want to be made a fool of.
No.
And so, confusing, Chuck gets the food catered at the restaurant they were supposed to go to for Anne's dinner in at the Waldorfs. And so Blair is so excited that he got the chef that they were going to go to the restaurant. And Dorota's like, this is like in my book. You need to like go, kind of like a Cinderella. Like, you need to go before midnight. Otherwise, he's going to close his heart off to you forever, whatever it was.
Right.
And so she unzips her dress and she's in her lingerie and she decides to go to Chuck's party to thank him.
Okay. This is the romantic gesture.
This is it.
Yeah.
Lingerie.
Yeah.
So she's at the event. Vanessa's at her house, though, wondering, how do I get Serena to Blair to see that Serena has given this fake application? And so in order for Blair to hear or see that Anne knows about Serena's application is for them to get her to Chuck's party. And like Vanessa can't drop the ball on this because Jenny's holding it. She's holding up the plan. She is carrying you, girl.
Made me, at this moment, I wanted Vanessa to be like, wait, don't turn on me.
Right?
I
like,
gave you so many information, and I want Vanessa to turn, and I'm like, I'm not working with Juliet anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, savage. So, as we said, Blair does arrive at Chuck's party. She reveals to Jenny, posing as Serena, that she's not supposed to be around Chuck because it's not good for her image, but she doesn't know what to do. And so we see Jenny, she stores that for later on. And Chuck and Blair meet up behind these curtains and they discuss the I love you moment. And he admits he meant it with all of his heart. It took him a minute, but he does admit it. And he's like, are you going to say anything? She's like, no, I am. I'm surprised. I do. Like, I love you. She doesn't say I love you too, but like pretty much says I love you too.
Yeah.
And he says, well, are we both willing to give up our dreams to be together? And they're kind of like about to discuss it. And Jenny draws the curtain back. Everyone sees Blair in her underwear and Chuck. And so Chuck's like, let's go down in burning flames. And they start making out and everyone's like, whoa, what's happening? And of course, Anne sees and she gets upset. So Anne goes up to Blair and she scolds her for being with Chuck. She said, it's not a good look and I don't understand why you're with him. And you are... when you're with a man, you are pretty much
a product of them.
Exactly. Which Blair's like, that's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
It is bullshit. Oh, yeah. This is a whole other entity.
Yeah.
But pretty much like you are his status. You're not making something of yourself. You will be him, which speaks volumes. And then Casey admits to Chuck, like, this looked really good for you. The hedonist has a heart, and kissing Blair in front of everyone is good for your image. And then as Blair hears, Casey has like a plan of like, let's get some interviews and photo shoots with Chuck Bass's girlfriend. Like not even admitting to her name. She doesn't even have a name.
Just
Excuse me.
Girlfriend.
Yeah. And so as soon as Blair hears that, she's like, I'm not okay with this. And Anne does admit that Serena gave her the application. So she says, I have to go find Serena. She scolds Serena. It's the same old, whatever, and leaves. And then she goes up to Chuck and they're outside and he's pretty much begging her. He's like, hey, I think we can make an empire together. We can do it. And she's like, no, you know what? I want to be Hillary.
Yeah.
I want to be Hillary's Secretary of State, but with better hair. I don't want to be Hillary in the White House. And that's what I would be with you. I need to use my head and follow my head this time. And they admit, like, if it's meant to be, they'll find their way back to each other. And I was like, all right.
A chair scene that didn't make me puke.
I was like, yes, season 4, growth for Blair.
This was good. Let's clap to this. This chair moment was good.
It was good. I should give him a little props too, but I felt like this was truly like Blair, like, I'm stepping out on my own.
I'm a strong woman, and I'm not going to be a girlfriend. I'm going to be Blair Waldorf.
I'm going to be Blair Waldorf with my empire, and you could be Chuck with your empire.
And then we can come together.
And then hopefully if we find each other in the end, we will. And I thought that was so good. And I'm hopeful that this continues.
Yeah, me too. Let's ride this train for at least one more episode, please.
I mean, hey, it's going to be hard to see each other, I'm sure. You love each other. And they do say, I love you too. Like, that's not going to go away. It's just we can't do this now.
Well, the other thing is they're leaving very amicably and not with this passion to get back at each other. So hopefully they'll just grow with them on themselves and not have to date someone.
Right.
Their heart is actually taken. They're just going to work on the other side of themselves.
Which is so
their soul.
So good.
Yeah.
I wish that Serena, Dan, and Nate would do that.
Well, hey, listen, Serena's in a very dark place right now.
Oh, well, now especially it's not going to happen. But
I genuinely feel bad. I don't feel she deserves any of this. No. And I said this off mic. Unless we find out that she killed a lot of babies, kittens, and puppies.
Right?
Really?
Right? It's like she doesn't deserve this.
What is happening?
You're going to drug another human being?
I mean, get her out of school, make her lose her best friend. The 2-boy thing, whatever, mess with the boys. And then drug her, though.
Right. That's the cherry on top.
Turn your family against you. Like, I guess because Ben's in jail, and it's her fault.
It's her fault for getting Ben in jail. Whatever that means.
Ben, the 26-year-old teacher. He's 26,
oh, my God.
Right?
Yeah, he's 26. I cannot wait.
Same.
I cannot wait until we find out what the hell this means.
This better be good.
This better be good. Because I thought I had an inkling of this storyline. I have no clue. I was confusing this storyline with a later storyline, and it is not the same. And I have no idea what's happening. Wow. And I kind of like it.
Yeah, that's
fun. Good. It's fun. So I've only watched up until next week's episode, so I truly don't really know what's happening here. But yeah, that is the summary for the episode. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to have our patron Vic with us.
Oh, hey, she's a newbie.
Super excited.
Me.
Yeah, so all of the questions that apply to Michelle for newbies will apply to her as well. So I'm super excited to hear her thoughts. And just stick around.
We hope you're enjoying this week's episode. We wanted to take this time to tell you a little bit about our Patreon. As you may or may not know, we are a small indie production company, and every bit of funding goes into our podcast so we can produce the best shows of your favorite and our favorite nostalgic teen dramas.
Over at Total Betty Media, we have 2 tiers. The $4.99 tier, aka the Noobsies. In this tier, you get our podcast episode a day early without ads. Our birthday club, which means you get a card from us during your birthday month. Our network news to keep you informed via email, and any other Patreon bonus content, including bonus episodes, minisodes, behind the scenes, and our Topic Tuesday discussions.
The $7.99 tier, aka the Upper East Siders, gets all previously mentioned perks with addition of being a guest on our podcast, invitation to group events like our group hangs via Zoom, game nights, and movie nights. You will also receive access to our private Discord channel, which is pretty much the best group chat ever.
We also offer annual memberships, which means you can get a discount on your tier of choice if you decide to pledge for the year.
We so appreciate each and every one of you and could not do this without your support.
So if you're interested in joining our Patreon fam, head over to patreon.com/TotalBettyMedia. right. Welcome back from break. We are joined by our patron, Vic. Welcome, Vic.
Hey, guys.
So Vic is a newbie like Michelle, and I am super excited to hear what you are going to predict as well as Michelle for some of the questions our patrons and other listeners have. So we'll start with Will. He says or asks, how many more times do you predict Lily bailing out Serena for indiscretions from now until the end of the series?
Vic, take it away.
Let's see, we have 2 more seasons?
Yeah, sort of, yes.
I'll say 2 more.
2 more times, so 1 per season.
I feel like that's fair.
I feel like that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're definitely not done with this of Lily bailing out Serena.
Yeah.
Apparently the money just does wonders.
Well,
obviously.
money fixes all. Vic, what did you think of this episode?
I'm still like marinating it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. Listen,
it's like those episodes that put you in a bad mood throughout the day.
Well, yeah. But we were happy to see the chair growth at the end. Do you agree?
Yes, I was like, oh my God, I actually like Blair and Chuck here. I wrote, I felt like Blair and Chuck were going back to being the way they were, but people came between them. And I like that she chose herself and he made her feel good about it.
Yes, that's so true. We didn't even go over that point, but he was like, all right, that's fine. Like, you do you, I'll do me. And if we come back together, that's great. But if not, it's fine too. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. What about the triangle of Serena, Nate, and Dan? I mean, I'm a broken record. I won't even.
This song is getting played over and over.
Oh my goodness.
Do you think, and I don't know if this is a question, so we can just go over it, but do you think that they're really done with Serena? Because I don't think they're really done with Serena.
No, I don't. I think they're both going to be pining over her, especially when they find out the truth somehow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How long do you both think it will take for them to find out the truth? I mean, I guess I can predict in there as well.
Oh, yeah, because List is only seen up until next week.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I truly don't know. And in next week's episode, something huge happens. It's not a Juliet huge thing, unfortunately.
Are you serious?
No, but
gonna, not show what happened to Serena.
But in a way where I feel like this plot is not really there, so it's good.
Okay.
In a way, sort of, without giving too much away. So I don't really know like how long we're going to be doing this or how long it's going to take them to figure out that she isn't lying about everything or she is being manipulated, I guess.
I mean, imagine if Juliet keeps Serena locked up. Imagine if she goes and Serena's missing and she's actually in Juliet's apartment.
That's like General Hospital right there, Michelle.
That's some soap opera shit, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
This is a soap opera.
How many episodes are in this season?
22. So we are almost halfway.
Yeah.
I'll say the mid-season finale is where everything gets discovered.
Ooh,
I like that, Vic. I'm going to say
prediction.
the same.
So episode 11.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So in 2 more weeks for us.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Mike asks, would you be a saint or a sinner?
Oh.
I feel like it'd be fun to be a sinner, right?
Yes.
But I have more black things, which I would assume would be more sinner things, not white like an angel, like a saint.
Right, like black and red. But I would wear more black. What would you be, Vic?
I think a sinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Even though I'm not a sinner, but I feel like it would go my vibe more.
Be more saucy.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, I'm a total saint.
Yeah,
exactly. Same, but like us, we wouldn't just look good angelic. We just wouldn't.
No.
Be more fun. Mike says, Michelle and Vic, what do you think will come out of the events that have happened? Do you think Pate will ever know they're being played by Vanessa? And how will they react if they do?
So, Vic, do you think that, I don't know, so Vanessa in this episode was interesting because Juliet really got kind of nasty with her.
Yeah, she did. And
I'm wondering if Vanessa will turn at some point and be like, wait a minute, I put my foot in my mouth. I went against you because I wanted to take down Serena, but like she's crazy or acting. She's acting crazy.
She's regretting her getting involved.
Yeah, so I'm gonna actually talk to you guys about this. What are your thoughts, Vic?
I kind of have the same like feeling, because the thing that happened with the email that Juliet sent, and right away Vanessa was like, oh no, maybe she did something wrong and she wanted to go, fess up for it. I feel like that's how she's gonna be. Like, if Serena's missing or something, like, she's probably gonna freak out. But I think it's gonna weigh on her guilt. Like, I'm not liking how she's taking all this, but I feel like it'll weigh on her guilt and she'll eventually tell Padge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because at this point, Jenny went back to Hudson.
Right.
So Vanessa's alone. And
yeah, she got
with Juliet. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Jenny came and did her dirty and left.
Yeah, she's like, I gotta go.
So now Vanessa, and I don't know, do you think Juliet's going to tell Vanessa, oh yeah, I have Serena with me, and I drugged her? Vanessa's going to be like, what?
Nope.
Wait, what? Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think she's going to keep her whole plan a secret.
Yeah, like used them for what she needed, that's it.
They were pawns when they didn't even know they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is so good, but so messed up.
Yeah.
I said that in the chat. They were pawns. They thought they were all playing together and they were being played themselves.
They were being played. Yeah. Wow. Juliet is the ringleader. But Jenny, though, she is like quick fire, knows her shit, knows how to manipulate. It's good she doesn't live here, because she would be, as Juliet said, like, we would bow down to you. We would all be under you.
She put the plan in motion. And then when Juliet told Vanessa, hurry up because Jenny's carrying you, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right. Vicious. Mike also wants to know, how long do we all think Juliet will stick around for? Do you have an episode number, Michelle? Since, I mean, we're way past what you originally thought.
I know. I could say mid-season, and then when we pick up, maybe we'll start with something new, because shows do that.
Yeah.
But I can see this going a little past mid-season finale, maybe episode like 12 or 13, just to finish
so long.
I know.
13 episode stretch would be really good.
Yeah,
for an arc. Yeah.
What do you think, Vic?
Yeah, I was going to say like 13 or 14. Like, they're just going to draw this out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I bet you when we find out what this whole Ben situation is, we're going to be like, wait, that was it?
Yeah, we don't even know what that is yet. We're only on Juliet's
No, we
side.
don't know anything.
I know.
Yeah, we don't know anything about what's happening at all. We just know she has this vendetta because her brother has a vendetta to get her kicked out of Columbia. That's literally all we know. He's 26, was a teacher. That's it. That's all we know. Which is really frustrating, because I feel like we should know more by now. At least tell the audience what's happened, and then our characters can find out later.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Well, part of me just thinks that she understands the original plan was to take her down because of her brother, but because she got wrapped up in the world with Nate and sees how everybody's just jealous of Serena.
They're all just jealous.
That's what it comes down to. And so she got wrapped up in that. And she's like, oh no, I just want to take her down.
Right.
I don't even have a real motive.
No, but also she did what she was meant to do, though. She got her kicked out of Columbia.
So now her cousin's out.
And Serena's out.
But you have no funding or money.
Right. Yeah, it was just, she needed to complete that task for some reason.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Audrey Ann Marie asks, is Serena okay? Will she actually face consequences for her actions? What the freak does Juliet have on her? What does Juliet have on her?
But also, okay, Vic, I don't know how you feel, but I usually don't have like very strong feelings towards these characters.
No.
But in the past couple of weeks, I genuinely feel very bad for Serena.
She doesn't deserve what's coming to her. She makes poor decisions, but something as so serious as to drug someone, try and end their college career, like, these are very serious things that she probably didn't even know what she was doing to deserve them.
And we said that last week. And like, Blair will like do malicious things and manipulative things, but Serena usually is like, I don't get involved. Yeah. I just don't know how to deal with boys. And
she's always wrapped up in some guy's story.
Yeah.
So there really isn't any room for her to manipulate or get involved in other people's lives. She just does things, and people, I think, are just so jealous that she can do these things because she's got money and the looks and guys flock to her and she's like careless and free. And everyone's like pointing the finger at Serena like, no, you don't deserve that. When it's like, maybe that's just her. That's just her. It sucks to watch.
It does. Do you feel bad for her, Vic?
I do. I was literally thinking that it's either Ben, the one that's the teacher, I guess, I don't know, or Julia just lied to Lily just because it's so easy to believe that Serena does bad things.
That's true. That could be too.
Yeah.
Just put a seed and Lily will automatically go to it. Also, Jenny could help with that.
And I even saw that.
Yeah.
When she was speaking to Blair, do you notice that she was saying she was going to go shopping because she had nothing to lose? That was like major foreshadowing.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
It's so true.
So true.
Yeah, she's like, what? Black or white, I'll pick. And then she goes and she can't even make a decision there.
I mean, I've
what
had
dress?
those days.
No, I feel really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel really bad. But I've had those days where I can't make decisions. I really have been there.
Of course.
Yeah, but this is Serena's like MO. Like her life is not being able to make a decision.
I think Serena is just going like constant. She just needs a breather. Just take a step back.
Yeah.
Try to absorb.
She doesn't know. She doesn't know how to do that. And even like when she was in Paris, that was supposed to be her vacation and absorption. She was with guy after guy after guy, getting distracted from real life. Her whole life is a distraction. That's what it is. We've come to that conclusion.
Yeah.
Audrienne also wants to know for Michelle and Vic, your chair predictions. Do they stay apart or do they fall back to habit? Do you think that this will last?
So I shared how I felt in the first half when we discussed chair. So Vic, what do you feel about chair?
I think they will be apart for a while, but I think they're still going to like talk. I don't know if you say they're friends, but I think they'll still talk because he's going to be very supportive of whatever decision she makes. I don't think they can be out of each other's lives. I really don't.
Right. It's going to be hard. I mean, they live in the same city. Apparently, it's very small with them that they can't avoid each other. They have the same friend group. Serena and Nate, my air quotes. Same friends, the two friends that they have.
It would be nice to see them being very cordial. Be like, hey, that sounds good, and just friends.
Yeah, just good. Yeah,
but then
civil to each other.
But then, are we asking too much of Chuck and Blair? I don't know.
Right, and do then they become boring, and people don't want to watch that aspect of Chuck and Blair, and so maybe other things are highlighted, like they're on the back burner, and other things are highlighted.
Right.
I hope it's not a Serena triangle again. I really don't want to do this again. Oh my goodness. So much. And she also asks, do you think that this trio will continue their plans?
I don't.
You think that's it? They're done.
I think this trio,
Julia took over and now she's like dumping the two.
Yeah, I think maybe she'll ignore Vanessa's calls or be like, I don't need you anymore. Or Jenny left. Jenny was the one who... I really think this trio's finished.
What do you think, Vic?
Yeah, I think she's going to do everything by herself.
Yeah, this is now her mission. That's it. We shall see.
Yeah, I think Vanessa's actually going to feel pretty betrayed. I think she's going to be pretty upset. Like, oh my gosh, I really can't. I have no good judgment. She needs to get out of
She needs to just stay
world.
in Brooklyn.
She needs to go to school.
She needs to go to NYU.
We are 9 episodes in and we still have not seen Padge in school.
I know. Vanessa did reference she's writing an essay or what is that called?
Thesis? Essay?
Yeah, something on something last week's episode. So at least we know she's in school. But Dan, it's like, hello? Anyone out there? He doesn't go to school.
Yeah.
No. Kaylee asks if you can change one big thing so far about Gossip Girl. Let it be a reveal, relationship, etc. What would that be? Honestly, I'm taking this trio, the triad, the Serena, Nate, Dan. I would love to never see this ever again, and I wish it never started. But that's just me.
That's a really good question. Vic, do you have an answer?
The doctor storyline.
The doctor.
The whole thing with William Baldwin.
Oh,
with
the daddy. The daddy storyline. Yeah, that was a waste of time.
That
was. Lily think she was sick. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, that was really bad.
Wow.
Bad in a juicy way. We're like, oh my, wow, they're going there with that fake sickness thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Would I take that over the Nate, Serena, Dan stuff? I don't know.
I don't. Wow.
I know it's a hard question.
It's hard to answer that without seeing the whole series. And I know it's like so far.
Yeah, she said up to this point,
Yeah.
if you could take one thing away or change, I would maybe keep Nate Tessa together. That would have been good for them.
Or a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I mean, did we like the threesome?
Oh, God.
Gotta drop it in there.
Oh my God, I forgot that. I blocked it out of my head.
Yeah.
Did we learn anything from the threesome? We did. You just don't do it with friends.
You just don't do right. We learned a lesson. I feel like I wouldn't take away or add any Chuck and Blair stuff. I feel like that's a Gossip Girl in a nutshell is Chuck and Blair. I guess the threesome, the William Vander Woodson stuff, and this stupid triangle. I can't with this triangle. It's just too long. It's 9 episodes too long.
Yeah.
And it was even in last season too.
Right.
Just too long.
Yeah.
But great question. Lisa asks, what will Juliet do now? What is she going to do?
I feel like she has Serena handcuffed.
To her bed?
That's how dark I'm going. I really feel that way. And now I feel...
I'm there with you.
Yeah, right? Like,
at this point.
Serena's going to wake up and be like, where am I? And Juliet's just going to be sitting in the armchair and see her corkboard.
Right?
Do you know what I mean? Or...
Right, at this point, Serena either is going to wake up and know Juliet is responsible and onto her, or she's going to wake up and have no idea.
Or she's going to wake up, know Juliet's responsible, and no one's going to believe her.
The ongoing Serena plot is nobody believes her.
Yeah, I feel like she's going to keep her there, and then she's going to be texting from her phone. That she needs to get away or something.
Yes, Vic. Yes. She's going to be like, I took off.
It.
I left.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So good.
I hope they do this right.
Lisa also wants to know, doesn't really understand why Jenny is going along with blackmailing Serena, especially with Lily. Like, Lily has always been good to her. Why are you messing with us?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Come on, Jenny.
And your brother, too.
And your brother. Yeah, she's like, let's just use Nate and Dan.
And
I
Nate,
don't care.
Who she has,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She fought Serena over him.
Right. She doesn't like Serena because of Nate. And now you're going to ruin Nate's, day too.
And Eric, this is Eric's sister. I just...
Yeah.
Unless Jenny's like, I don't live here anymore, so I can help y'all mess.
I have, no ties to you guys or...
And also, it helps take down Blair a little bit because Blair and Serena's relationship and Blair's reputation.
Right. Yeah. I don't really understand it. It sucks that she's doing that to her own stepsister. But Jillian say, who wore it best? Juliet, Serena, or Jenny? I feel like I have to say Serena.
Yeah.
Because the other two had fake wigs on. They,
Yeah.
Jenny looked like a zombie child. She scared me in that mask. You could only barely see her eyelids, and she was hunched over and evil in the shadows. I'm like, just looks crazy.
I don't know how you even told them apart. The whole time, is that Jenny? And she's like, no, that's Juliet. I'm like, is that Juliet? She's like, no, that's Jenny. I'm like...
She goes, you think Jenny has to be the one to kiss Nate because that would be gross if she kissed Dan. I was like, no, Juliet kisses them both.
I'm surprised Jenny
didn't kiss Nate. I know. I think she's past that. Maybe not get myself involved with it, or maybe she was watching the door or something. But it was, to me, very obvious that Juliet kissed both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. But I feel like you could tell it was Jenny because she was she just looked darker. She was hunched and just evil. I just spewed evil.
So when we were watching this, Liz said that if this happened to me, she would be able to totally point out if someone else was being me or if it was me. Vic, do you think you could point out one of your friends?
Yes, their body language,
so.
right?
I think the whole like the mask, like the whole like hiding of the eyes doesn't do anything.
Doesn't
you
do
still
anything.
Recognize the person. And when she was like walking away from Blair, I put on the chat, I'd be like, bitch, why are you walking away? I'm trying to talk to you.
Right. Yeah.
Like, she didn't say anything. Wouldn't Serena talk back? Like,
yeah. This whole plot is very, very unlikely. And I feel like when you're friends with someone, as long as Serena and Blair have been friends, you don't go up to someone like Juliet or Jenny and be like, hey, Serena, like, you know that's not Serena. You would just know, like, their stance, their positioning, the color of their hair. There's no way they could have gotten that exactly right, or length, or just the poise and positioning. You just, there's no way. There's no way.
I have a question for our listeners. If they ever were at a costume party
and you got someone mixed up,
or you either you mixed someone up or you kissed someone that you thought was someone else because they had a mask on.
So good.
Because
Juice.
At this point, Nate has kissed Juliet and he has kissed
Serena, and he knows the difference, and he's kissed Jenny.
That's true.
He's kissed them all.
But Pat just only kissed Serena,
right? Well,
unless it's just a quick kiss. I don't know.
It was like a peck, so they really didn't get it.
And they're all different heights, and they all got the same height with the shoes. I don't know.
There's no way. I'm telling you. They really just tried their best here, but I'm not believing it.
Yeah.
It was a good idea, I guess. Jillian also wants to know, what were Jenny and Vanessa's deeper motivations for trying to hurt Serena? I think it's just pure jealousy.
Yeah, and like always somehow competing.
Right?
Yeah,
what do you think, Vic?
For Vanessa, definitely jealousy.
Yeah, she's always been.
And yeah, she's always been jealous of her. And Jenny, I definitely think competition, especially like we said with the whole Nate thing.
Yeah.
Like she wanted to get Nate, so she played dirty to try to get him, try to break them up and everything.
Right. Yeah. And even Jillian says that she thinks the revenge on Serena was simplistic and like not really surprising to her. What did we think about it?
What do you mean? Like, which?
I guess the way of them like just taking like all of her friends and family like against her, she thought it was simplistic.
Really? Wow. It's a little scary, Jelance. Oh, my mouth is like,
I know, scared. My mouth just dropped.
Okay.
I mean, she didn't defend herself for anything. Like when Nate and Padge confronted her, why didn't she say, I didn't send you a text.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you where to meet. Like
she didn't say any of
so
that.
dense.
Yeah, she doesn't. She's just like, what?
She also just got defensive.
Doesn't say, what do you have on me? Doesn't say, I didn't send a text message. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
She tries to say, Blair, I don't care about this and Archibald position. She tries with that, but
she's just a poor representation of trying to represent yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, just got defensive of like, well, if nobody's going to believe me, nobody believes me.
Right. That's her always. Like, oh, of course you don't believe me. Of course you don't believe me.
She didn't say the right words. All she had to do was, I did not submit an application, and why would you even think I would if I knew you wanted it?
Right.
Like, hello. Right. You're my best friend. I wouldn't do that.
She doesn't choose her words.
And at that point, she's probably just like, wow, my mom didn't believe me. Yeah. Juliet wants to take me down. I can't get into this party because apparently someone else is me. The boys are mad at me. So it's just like one thing after another of like, okay, sure. Like you're defeated.
Yeah. Eric was her saving grace and she turned him down. She was like, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Right?
Like, oh my God.
He's like, you have me. I love you. She's like, you're not enough.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
But you know, sometimes, and it's awful, but you take your sibling for granted.
Oh, of course. And you use them as your punching bag. You're like, oh, right, leave me alone. I don't care. You mean nothing.
Because you know they'll always be there.
Because they'll always be there because that's your sibling. Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. Tish wants to know, Vic, if you were in the Gossip Girl world, who would you date? Scandalous.
Well, definitely not Chuck.
I would hope not.
No.
She kind of had a question like me too, because I was going to ask both of you if you would choose Nate or Padge, but I don't know. I mean, Nate has something. He like with Serena, he plays like the perfect boyfriend.
Yeah,
even though she's not the greatest girlfriend.
100%.
And Padge lately has just gotten more The older he gets, the better he seems to me.
Yes.
Yeah, agreed.
Same. He evolves nicely.
Yeah, like as much as I think Nate is really cute and everything, I think I would go with Padge.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree. It's like Dan has that little bit more like depth to him. Like he's got a little bit of everything. Not that it's hard. Not that Nate doesn't. He does. He has a little bit of everything too, in just a different way.
Which
one
do you think would go for you? Because I think I'd probably be more Padge's type.
Padge would definitely go for me over Nate. I mean, Nate is like Miss America.
Yeah. Mr. America.
If Mr. America, if he goes for Serena, he's definitely not going for me.
Right,
you know,
same.
But Dan, I feel like got a better chance.
Padge would be like, all right, I can get down with this.
Yeah, she seems cool.
Yeah,
definitely. Michelle, how does Juliet know so much about Serena and the boarding school? What does Columbia have to do with this?
Well, that's why I really feel that Ben needs to be connected to the boarding school situation.
Yeah. Vic, did you take it on the scene where Lily and Juliet are talking about the teacher? Did you think this had something to do with Ben? Because Michelle and I feel like it has to have something to do with Ben.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, so that's what it is? That Ben was the teacher. He got involved with Serena. She got him fired. Like, I'm just like, my mind's just...
That's the only thing that makes sense at this moment. You know?
Yeah.
Right. Like, you took away, or I was accused wrongly for the affair.
So let's accuse you wrongly and ruin your life.
Because you ruined mine.
Because you ruined mine.
Even though I'm innocent.
Right. Right. But like...
The only thing I could see about him being in prison is because she was a minor.
Right.
Why would he go to prison?
Right.
But even if Juliet, the little scene we saw with her and Lily of saying, I know about the affair in the boarding school, what would be the big deal? Like if it came out, then the teacher looks wrong, not Serena.
Right. Again, with
Exactly.
the same thing with Colin. Like they should have been pointing the finger at him.
Right.
When they were shining Serena in the bad light like it was all her fault.
Yeah, no.
Which was not right.
No.
Yeah. That's the only thing that makes sense. I can't wait to find out.
Me too,
What
man.
about you, Vic? Are you like itching to find out? Because we're dying to find out. Just
They
want
left
it
us
to
on a
happen.
cliffhanger. I'm like, no.
Yeah. Next week's episode is good.
I'm
It is
excited.
good. Yeah. Do you have any questions for us, Vic, or anything you'd like to say?
Well, I already asked you, who would you choose? Who do you think will find out first that it was all to take down Serena?
Ooh, that's such a good question.
And I'm like, because I truly don't know. I was going to say Dan.
Yeah, I was going to say
Maybe.
Padge. I think Vanessa is going to...
Somehow, yeah. Vanessa's going to be like, oh, Juliet's crazy. I got involved. I know I shouldn't have, but
Yeah.
watch out for her.
What do you think, Vic?
If Gossip Girl sends a blast that, Miss Vanderwoodson is missing, I think even Jenny would freak out because she wasn't part of that plan.
Right. Like,
Ooh.
oh, shit, something went awry here. And I didn't.
Like, because she's not going to put a blast that Serena sent to text to her family that she's going away because they need proof. They need pictures.
Mhm.
Ooh, good point.
Yeah.
So I think Jenny or Vanessa
Yeah.
might crack, actually.
Yeah.
That'll be good. Yeah.
Ooh, this is good.
And then, well, we talked about it, but I had said, will we see this triangle once again when they find out it was a lie?
I think so.
Yeah.
I really think this
Yeah.
triangle's not over.
Oh, God. I don't know if I have it in me. I get so worked up about it.
I know, it really stresses you out.
It stresses me out.
I mean, Liz is like screaming at the TV. I'm usually screaming, but when it comes to the triangle, she's really...
And I already get my aggression out when I watch it. And so it still fires me up when I watch it with you too. And I cannot let it go.
It's a red button for
It's
you.
a red button for me. And I just lose my shit. I lose my shit. Every time I hear one of them say, hey, bro, I thought we weren't talking about Serena. Or Serena like, I don't know which one. I'm like, oh, my God.
We should make a drinking game.
We should.
With
Oh
this-
my God, yes.
Because,
That would be good. That would be a good a good TikTok.
Every time the guys mention Serena, or she mentions how she cares so much about both of them.
Right? I mean, we could do it 9 times because since the first episode of the season, and at least once, it has to be at least once in every episode, she said, I don't know how I feel about Nate or Dan, or one of them says something about how they feel about Serena. Yeah, we would be very wasted by the end of the game.
For both of you, if you could choose one of them, and you have to choose one of them.
Who's good for Serena?
Who do you choose?
I feel like this is terrible, but like she would take them both for granted.
Yeah, but you gotta choose one. You gotta choose one. Are we gonna make our Sag boys happy? Or
like what I would like to pan out would be her and Nate, but I think more realistically would be her and Dan. So I'm staying with Dan, I guess.
Vic?
That's what I was gonna say. I'm not exactly jumping on those Sag brothers train, but I would pick Paj.
Right. There's a little bit more like pull, like differences there. So the relationship would offer more than Nate and Serena.
Agreed.
The 2 golden retrievers together would just be like, I don't know, what do you want to do? I don't know, what do you want to do? I don't know, what do you want to eat? I don't know, what do you want to eat?
Barbie and Ken.
Exactly.
They're literally Barbie and Ken.
Yeah.
And he's always trying to appease her, and she's just like, eh. And with Dan, a little bit more kind of like give and take situation. But now it's awkward because they're like stepbrother and sister.
Right.
So the fact that we're still doing that and we're stepbrother and sister, concerning. I mean, I know it happens.
You know what's funny? You've both seen Buffy, right?
I haven't.
Michelle hasn't, so I don't know if you want to say too much, but
are you ever gonna watch? I don't want to spoil it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually off mic earlier today.
We were talking about potentially Michelle watching it.
I have to see if Ant would be into it. He might not be.
I love that show. That's one of my favorite. That's a little bit more above the OC Michelle because I saw it when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I told Mike he had to watch it. I'm so glad he loved it. So I won't spoil it. I will wait till you watch it and then I'll tell you what I was thinking.
Okay.
Where is it streaming?
Hulu.
Oh,
okay. Because I might want to revisit if you're gonna watch. I would like to
always watch on my own.
Yeah.
When he was watching it, I was revisiting it. I'd watch the episodes he told me he was on.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of a craving to rewatch.
How many seasons do you know?
Is there
7?
6? Oh, I was gonna say 6.
And then
7.
Angel, right? Was the spinoff?
Yeah.
Angel.
Oh my God, I haven't thought about David in
that's
such a long time.
That's 5 seasons.
Wow, that's a lot of seasons for Angel.
Wow.
Any last remarks, Vic?
No, I think that was good.
Oh,
you're gonna have to edit that part out.
No, it's like we're keeping it in. That's too cute.
Alex, say hi.
Oh. Well,
we came to ask for more milk, so that's my
Oh, we can have more milk.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Vic. This is so much fun to hear your predictions with us because, again, we're all newbies now in this situation.
I really feel like it was 3 newbie gossip girls.
Yeah. Like, this was like some newbie content.
This is really good.
This is some good predicts in this segment, I feel.
Yes. Thank you, Vic.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Vic.
Yeah, no, thanks so much. I was so happy when I saw the email.
Oh.
Yeah. We were happy, too.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to me. Thank you. Thank you so much, Vic, for joining us. Vic has been with us for a long time.
Thank you, Vic. I remember Tree Hill Talk days with Vic, and Ingrid would be like, oh, Muse Chick.
Yeah.
This sweet girl, Muse Chick.
Muse Chick always.
So, yeah, Muse Chick,
and then News Chick. And was it Jillian who said, oh, for the longest time, I thought her name was News Chick?
I don't remember.
It was so funny.
But she's so sweet, and we just love her enthusiasm with all of our shows, her support, and in the Discord, and she's become friends with everyone.
Yeah.
Vic is great.
Yeah, she's one of the OGs.
We love her.
Thank you, Vic, for joining us. Let's go into some trivia. The episode title is based off the movie The Witches of Eastwick. On Eric and Elliot's list, Dan lost a point for being from Brooklyn, but gained 5 points for being smart, sexy, and a recent friend.
A recent
friend. I don't know why that should matter. It was also noted that he is almost related to Serena. Meanwhile, Nate gained 4 points for being from the Upper East Side, being athletic, preppy, and sexy. He lost a point for having no siblings. What? Because that makes him a spoiled brat or something? It's really funny.
Wow.
In their Venn diagram, Dan's side noted that Serena has known him since Constance. They are almost related, is from Brooklyn, is easy to talk to, and takes her out of her element, is an excellent writer who writes sincere poetry, but has Jenny as a sibling. This is what it says. Nate's side pins him as athletic and good at lacrosse, lives on the Upper East Side, grew up with Serena, is loyal, closer to her in location, has a great smile, but dated Juliet. Their intersecting sides label them both as 6 feet tall and an X. Okay, Serena's section notice her as a dreamer, smarter than she thinks, has great style and hair, and is the center of attention.
That's all true.
All true.
Yeah.
When Jenny tells Juliet that this isn't her first masquerade, she is referring to the Handmaid's Tale with that ball. Remember that? And her and Nate kissing because he thought she was Serena.
That made me, this whole party made me think of that.
Taylor Momsen's song "Make Me Wanna Die" plays in the episode at Chuck's party. The episode got an 8.0 on IMDb, and there is one goof that Jenny states Serena can't receive any incoming calls or text. However, while shopping, Serena receives a Gossip Girl notification on her phone.
Oh, yeah. Right.
We had some music by the 1 a.m. radio, Say Hi, Infernal Devices, Lights On, The Pretty Reckless, Fans of Jimmy Century, and Spoon. I didn't have any headbands.
I didn't either. No.
I didn't catch any. I did like Serena's sequin the sequin sweater dress.
Yeah, I like Blair's robe.
Yes, I also like that. I liked Jenny's sequin striped dress as well in the first scene.
I liked Casey's mask at the party.
Hers was definitely a cool mask. I did like Anne's earrings. It was like big gold with a pearl in the middle. Really pretty.
Yep.
Dan in a leather jacket. Thirsty?
Listen.
Thirsty?
Both the boys. The Pate bros.
Pates are looking good.
They looked good.
They looked good. I did like Blair's matching undie set. The yellow undies and the...
Yeah, underneath that wrap dress.
Yeah, when he...
It was a true wrap dress.
Yeah, it rolled right open.
Yes.
And in the first couple of scenes, Serena was wearing a blazer that had like all sequin studs on it. I like that too.
Cute.
What about some quotes?
Yeah. Why hide your talent in Hudson?
Little response to an orgasm, nothing more.
I just like visual aids.
I love that one.
Whoa.
Let the best man win.
Chuck said he loved me in a compromising position.
Looks like Brooklyn finally has a team again.
What are you, a foot fetishist?
You can borrow her as long as she's back by dinner, in reference to Dorota, which I really laughed.
I'm glad we're in this together.
It doesn't mean I love you. It means I love having sex with you.
Yeah, duh.
And Serena was never a kid, believe me.
Oh,
ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
MVP and shittiest? Are you ready? You don't know?
Yes.
Are you contemplating?
Yes. No, I have my MVP and I have my shittiest.
I have a blue ribbon, I think, as well.
Okay,
MVP.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, Jenny.
Jenny.
I gave it to Jenny because she was super impressive, knowing her shit, making the plans, bossing everyone around. But my blue ribbon was to Blair. She found it. She found herself.
Yes, no, props to Blair. You go, girl.
You go, girl.
Empowered woman.
Yes.
She realizes it. Now just stick to it.
If only. Please, Blair. Please.
Yeah.
Beg of you.
Yeah.
Will also picked Jenny like me. Tish and Lisa picked Blair. And Mike and Audrienne picked Pate together. For standing up, I guess, to Serena in the end. Michelle's not too happy about that choice, guys.
No, listen, I respect everybody's decision.
Of course.
I was just thinking about the boys.
She's like, not for me.
Yeah, those boys. Pate.
Pate. Shittiest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
3,
2,
2, 1, Juliet. To go as so far as to drug her is wrong.
That's the... Yeah.
Yeah, she turned it over to like the dark side.
You know, at first, right, when I saw that vial, I thought it was going to be her perfume because they did talk about that.
They did, yeah.
Oh, and be like, oh, you were wearing your perfume. And it's like, well, how did you find that or whatever? And then also, I thought that maybe Jenny got drugged somehow. We're going to make it seem.
Yeah, well, it's hard to see if that is actually Jenny or Serena.
Yeah.
But then at the end, they do have her mask fall off. And you're like, oh, it's Serena for sure.
Yeah, Juliet is.
Yeah. Pretty much everyone, Will, Audrey Ann, Marie, Lisa, Tish, they all picked Juliet, and then Mike picked Jenny / Vanessa for getting involved.
Yeah.
Betty of the week?
Betty of the week?
Yes.
You're a total Betty. You're a total Betty. You're a total Betty.
So over the course of this past week, it was Michelle and I's birthday, and we received such an amazing, incredible video from patrons, friends, and family just wishing us birthday wishes and just what bagel we were. They were tasked by Mike, who is my patron / Betty of the week, to represent us in a bagel. Which we had so many interesting descriptions of us in bagel form.
It's so funny to hear what people think of you and your personality and how it correlates to a bagel. And also it makes us very much realize how regional bagels are. Because we're, from Long Island.
Yeah, and a lot of our listeners and friends were like, we don't have bagels that much here, or they're like not a thing here. And we're like, oh shit, we really bagels are like New Yorkers, like New York tri-state area, yeah. And so just hearing all of the creations that you all came up with was so sweet, but it was all orchestrated by Mike, magnificent Mike, and he got all of these wonderful people in one video for us to watch and sent it over via email. And Michelle and I were like, what is happening? Crying, laughing so much with all of your reasonings on why, we are a poppy seed that sticks in your teeth. I mean, I thought that was like the funniest thing ever. It just sticks with you.
You got cinnamon raisins.
I got so many cinnamon raisins.
Because you're sweet and spicy.
Sweet and spicy.
And then I got a lot of everything.
Yeah, because you have everything. Yeah, I love it. Just such good reasoning. And it's funny that a lot of you came up with similar ideas. So like we do make an impression in a way that we have no idea. And then when you hear it, someone else describe you as this, you're like, wait, I am? Oh, whoa. This is fun.
Yeah. But the sticks in your teeth are like, okay.
I was like, that is so good though. And I was like, you know what, Michelle? If someone said we stuck in their teeth and we stuck with them, I don't care. That's a great compliment.
It is a compliment.
Yeah. It was just so sweet and heartfelt. So thank you, Mike. And thank you to everyone. And can we get a little roll call, Michelle?
Gossip Girl here. Spotted. 43 beautiful looking patrons. Kendall, Allison, Michaela, Letitia, Logan, Teresa, Jessica, Ryan, Shanna, Rihanna, Emily, Kira, Victoria, Caitlin, Kristen, Daphne, Emily, Chloe, Jillian, Sean, Michael, Jimmy, Alexis, Ava, Corey, Jacqueline, Kiralee, Carmen, Lisa, Shannon, Mallory, William, Ashley, Angelina, Caitlin, Alicia, Kaylee, Grace, Katie, Zahava, and Kate.
Wow. That's a lot of peoples.
You guys are great.
You guys are the best. We love you all.
Just thank you so much for being with us and pledging to us and supporting us. It means everything.
Everything. The whole wide world.
Yeah.
It's time, Michelle, that I give you the title for next week. She punches the mic. And my 3 gossip words. Okay. Next week, we're going to have Nicole, our buddy, on. It's a good episode. I'm so excited she chose this one. So make sure you send questions her way if you have them. She has seen all of Gossip Girl. She loves Chuck and Blair. So there's that. And it's always a good time with her. So I'm really excited. But the title is episode 10, episode 10 of season 4, titled Gaslit.
Oh. What's his face?
My stupid face.
She lost a neck. I'm just going to let you all know to give you a
Visual.
visual. Her head,
Like
no necks
no
here.
necklace. Yeah.
Gaslit. Okay.
3 gossip words.
3 gossip words.
Tradition. Divorce. Overdose.
Oh my goodness.
I told you it's a good one.
Is this Thanksgiving?
It is.
Yes. Do we have Cyrus?
No.
Can you believe that's my first?
I'm sorry. No.
I just think of Thanksgiving,
I'm like,
Waldorf.
and I'm trying to think. I'm like, nope.
Okay, so Thanksgiving. And the reason why I brought up Cyrus, because I was thinking Waldorfs, we go to Thanksgiving at the Waldorfs, and there's
generally
and there's pie.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna put pie, but
is Roman? What's her dad's name?
Harold.
Harold and Roman, right?
No, they're not there.
Again, here's me asking for
Yeah.
people who aren't here. Okay, but that's the divorce. I mean, that's
That's the tradition.
to go to the Waldorfs for Thanksgiving. Now, it was interesting because in this episode, Lily was surprised to see Jenny and said, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're here. I thought you weren't coming until the holidays." So, which makes me think that Jenny will be back. So maybe her mission isn't over. And I really think that at this point, Serena is going to be missing. Or she's going to somehow think Juliet will spin it as she had an overdose and found her and bring her back to who is she going to tell? Maybe she'll tell Vanessa and Jenny like, "Oh, we can't do this anymore. I found Serena. She overdosed."
Spin it.
And spin it. Divorce, though. Divorce. This is a tough one.
This is this.
Because
I know.
Lily and Rufus, now is not the time to make an issue with them.
Right. It would be
It'd be out of nowhere.
a lot into
going
one
on.
episode to throw a divorce in there for them.
And that's about all the parents we have.
Well, there's married couples.
Eleanor and Cyrus.
I'm not going to confirm.
But Cyrus isn't in this episode. Why would we break them up?
Right.
And then we have Blair's dad and his partner, which again, it'd be weird to bring them into it. And we have Dorota. Are we really going to rip sweet Dorota and Vanya apart?
That would be awful.
No. Who am I missing? Anne. Oh my God. It's the Wait, aren't they divorced already?
Not yet.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my God.
The thought just arrived.
In Just Friends.
It was just
where
like-
he turns his fat neck, his 3 necks. Oh my God. Not that you have 3 necks, but that's what I heard.
No necks, 3 necks. Okay. So
Yeah.
Anne and Howie divorce.
Mm.
Wow, we're bringing them back, huh?
I told you, this is like the second half is like the Archies. The season of the Archies.
Can someone animate them?
Aw.
Hey, Hoyle, I'll put it in the drive. It's Archie characters.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
All right, I'm
pretty good about these.
I feel good about them too. They're good. She's brushing her shoulders up.
These are either great or Liz is like, these are great for
They're great
entertainment.
in both sense of entertainment and in your temperature of predicting. Yeah, no, those are great predictions. And speaking of Will, I have a treat this week from Will. Kitchen appliances, as we suggested last week.
Did suggest that.
Yes,
Yes,
so
thank you, Will.
he has Blair a spice rack. Yes. Chuck, Viking range, bougie.
Oh, okay.
Serena, a strainer. She is straining my patience lately. Sorry, that took me a while to get out. She's straining my patience lately. I hear you, Will.
Cold.
Dan, crockpot. Come on, he's from Brooklyn. Nate, a toaster. toasted. Jenny, frying pan, a little sizzle. Eric, whisk, underrated, underused. So true.
So true.
Vanessa, mixer. Stir in the pot. Lily, apron. She helps Serena and avoids messes.
Ooh.
So good.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah, good. Rufus, grill. Dilf.
I was
Love
gonna say
it.
waffle maker too.
Yeah, or waffle maker. Love it.
Dilf.
So good. Well, before we head over to After Dark, maybe you guys want to consider leaving a rating and review on Apple Podcast. Helps the show out tremendously. Helps our numbers go up. Everyone sees the show. Gets the community bigger. Getting all those Gossip Girl loving peeps all together in one little hub of 3 Gossip Girls.
Share with a friend.
Yeah, get a friend involved in Gossip Girl. Introduce them to the show. Not our show. I mean Gossip Girl. But then, hopefully, they will want to listen to our show.
I'm just thinking of introducing your friends like, what the fuck is this? Why did you say
Why are
that?
these girls laughing and talking over each other?
Us, no, Gossip Girl. I don't want to watch this. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, if they want to get involved with the soap opera that is Gossip Girl, it would be fun. It's so much fun each week to talk about this show. I get super excited on Thursdays when I can just shoot the shit with Michelle and all of you and talk about this show in lengths and exhaust every plot and every little goof that we hold on to for weeks on end. And it's just so much fun. And we love the community that we've built. And so we would love to make it even bigger with a review and rating on iTunes. Again, helps us out so much. And like I said, Nicole will be with us next week. Please send over questions and comments for her. She will love to answer them. She loves spilling the tea on Gossip Girl. And we're excited. So if you're listening to After Dark, just wait.
Here we go. Glue.
You know you love us.
XOXO.
Gossip Girls.
After Dark.
Oh my God, each week, Michelle goes, "Bleh!" And I just see that being,
No, I picture like, here we go.
like we're checking up
Getting
and
on
then
the roller coaster
and
then
then
we're
there.
here.
We're here.
We should do a live
And
podcast.
After Dark.
I think we should do a live one once. So,
Sure. We should do one once.
so people could see.
The shit we do and our animations.
Yeah.
Michelle and I are talking about getting new headphones because real talk here. We've had these headphones for a while. And if you can just hear, every time we make a move, we move our arms. Sometimes they fly off Michelle's head when she gets excited. They're just awful. And if you would only just see what we're doing behind the scenes with these stupid fucking headphones each week, it's just really funny. But yeah, so hey, After Dark.
Hi, welcome.
Welcome to After Dark. Tish says there's no way you've had this Gossip Girl tonight. There's
gotta-
no way.
Listen, it's got to be the server, what she said.
Mike brought up the same point as we did while we were watching. There's no way that Badge could have typed out and took the pictures. I mean, he's literally in one of the pictures. It just doesn't make sense.
Right. And it actually makes it seem more that Eric is.
It does.
And also, if Jenny and Padge just talked, those two could do real damage.
Oh my God, you're so right. Like, get Eric involved.
Well, I mean, if you got Jenny, Padge,
Oh,
you know what I'm
yes,
saying?
yes,
Like the
yes,
brother-sister
yes.
team?
Oh my God, yeah.
between her knowledge and tech and his writing and just running Gossip Girl, the two of them could do even more damage.
It'd be damaging. Yeah, for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of as a server. That's it.
Because it was very unlikely that he could be it in this episode. When you're watching it play out, he's getting the blast with everyone else. He's getting that message of Serena getting into the cab in her dress and who's she going to pick, Nate or Dan? And he's like, oh, it's just like, it's so confusing. Well, it's confusing now knowing who Gossip Girl is.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't, then you're like, okay, it's definitely not Dan, which is smart.
Right.
on their end.
Also, it's Dan, so how is it?
Right. So logistically, it doesn't make sense for it to be him, especially in this episode. So I'm waiting for him to explain himself. I'm just waiting.
I hope the last episode is just the whole 2 minutes of him explaining. Like he comes with a scroll.
Yeah.
And it's just, this is how I did this, and this.
There was a Pretty Little Liars episode, which I won't obviously spoil for those who have not seen, but there is this one episode where we wait for A to explain all the reasons they did this shit and how they became this person. And I remember it happening, and we spent a good chunk of the episode. I mean, granted, by the end of the show, it was inevitable. It didn't even make a difference about what they were saying because then it changed. But I remember being like, okay, we're getting somewhere, excitement. So I hope that is what happened.
Did you feel good with that episode? Were you happy
I was happier, I remember. Granted, it was a while ago, so I don't really remember exactly what was said. But I remember feeling more, I was like satiated for like just a moment. And I was like, yes, all right, we're good. We're getting somewhere. And then like come back the next season, they fucked things up over again. So
the reveal is in the series finale, right?
I think so.
Which is a lot to ride on. Since the whole time.
There's a lot that happens in the finale episode.
We're supposed to be told, don't worry about Gossip Girl, it doesn't matter. But then it's revealed in the series finale.
Right.
And plus all the other stuff that happens.
Yeah, so much jam-packed into the finale. So much. Like,
do we get like a flash forward and they're all like aged in a nursing home and it's like,
well, not in a nursing home. There are some forwards in the finale. You get to see what happens with the crew. So
I wonder if it's very almost like I'm picturing the OC.
Well, I was gonna say like One Tree Hill or
One Tree Hill, the OC series finale, and it's just with a Gossip Girl
twist. Yeah.
Kind of,
without
right?
saying much. Yeah. She's shaking her head like, wow.
Show. It's so fun. The show really is fun.
It's fun. It's fun to pick apart, talk about it. If I was binge watching this, I probably, not that I would enjoy it any more or less, but I wouldn't. I think it would just be like fluff. Like it would be, I would do laundry, I would cook. I wouldn't really like completely invest.
Right.
Like we are.
Yeah.
Talking about it each week. Yeah. Because if I did, I feel like I would go crazy. If I really invested and like put all my emotions and like, God forbid, cried.
Like got on the forums. Like Aunt always jokes like, what is going on in this scene? Did you notice?
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be me for this show. I did like keep up with what was happening while it was on when the forums were big, but I never like participated. I would just like read and skim. I would be Gossip Girl, like just reading and skimming. Like, what's the tea? What's happening? Yeah, I was never that person to like type away or no, I just read. I was like, yeah, that's a good, even with like the Riverdale stuff, I was like, yeah, there's a theory, but I would never like post my own theory.
No, me neither.
just not me. Just not in my nature.
I would voice it with people.
With other people in my life, but I would never post it for the world to see.
I don't think I did.
Because I'm not even like that creative at that point. You know, it's like, am I really going to tell you what I would like for it to happen? No. And with this show, there's not really many like things you have to theorize besides like this Juliet stuff with this season.
I do actually. I think this season so far is my favorite.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if it's just.
Well, now you know the characters.
Well, that it took 4 seasons for it to penetrate.
She's like,
do
words?
Like that word? No. No, but I think this is very interesting. I know the dad thing like frustrated in that whole stupid thing. And then Chuck's mom, that whole situation.
Yeah.
This is very... And I think also the difference is I actually really do feel bad for Serena. So I actually feel a little something.
Yeah, now at this point, with that whole dad stuff, we were so frustrated with her. Yeah. She kept letting everyone in and walking all over her. And while she was getting involved with Trip during that time and not telling Nate what was going on. It was really frustrating.
Sidebar.
Yeah.
And the other night... So when we were watching Greek, there's a character in Greek named Trip, and he's a butthole. And I told Aunt what Trip is, like when you're a third. Yes. And he's like, oh, that's cool. I want you to call me Trip. I'm like, I am not calling you Trip.
Is a Trip.
And he's like, oh, that's great. Like, I want people to call me Trip. I'm like, I am not calling you Trip so you can just
forget it now. Just get it out of your brain.
Ant is not a Trip.
No.
I mean, yes, technically yes, but also no.
Right.
And he's like, oh, hey, Trip. I'm like, yeah, not happening.
Don't they have different middle names?
Technically.
Right. So he's technically not.
No, technically there's no middle name.
Oh.
On the birth certificate.
Oh. So I remember like the discussion of like, well, he's technically not a third.
Like his middle name is Arthur, but it's not actually on his birth certificate or his dad's.
So it's just like
he's like Anthony.
It's like something that they just know and they don't.
They're like, we're not calling you
anyway,
Trip.
He's not a Trip. There's no way in hell.
That whole story's a trip. Hey! Thanks for laughing. Liz.
Yeah, so well, I always laugh. And like when I listen to these episodes, I still laugh. And I was like, does anyone else think we're funny? Because I think we're so funny.
I do too.
Oh, she was so sincere. I do too.
I do though.
Yeah. Well, that's all we have for this week. Excited for next week. And yeah, let's pick an emoji.
The masks. The drama masks.
Yeah. Oh, that's so good.
Send them, guys. Or maybe, you know what I was thinking? We used to ask for the emojis in before after dark.
Yeah, maybe we should do it before we wrap.
This is me assuming that we have a lot of newbies, and so they're not.
Which is good.
They're not getting to the emojis, and that's why we're not receiving the emojis.
Yeah, we've had a few. Thank you to those who have sent. But
so much.
We're gonna put it in the beginning, before, the words before after dark. So maybe we'll see some newbies in there. So
yeah,
send us a mask, guys. All right,
bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening to 3 Gossip Girls. You can find us on all social media platforms at 3 Gossip Girls Pod or at 3gossipgirlspod@gmail.com.
This has been a Total Betty Media podcast, produced and edited by Michelle Rubenstein and Alyssa Tenio, music by Anthony Vicora.